Hello, in the second video we're going to be talking about how to find the molar mass of different elements and compounds. This is a skill that we're going to need to be able to do our next type of conversion, so we should talk about this first. So our molar mass. What is molar mass? Well, molar mass is how much 1 mole of an element or compound weighs. So, another way of putting this is how many grams are in 1 mole of that element or compound. So, sorry, just going to fix this G real quick. Should be grams per mole. So that's the unit that we're going to use on all of our molar masses. No matter what number we're using, we will always have a unit of grams per mole whenever we're talking about molar mass. This is different than when we talked about atomic mass. We talked about atomic mass. We used a unit of AMU because AMU stands for atomic mass units. So atomic mass uses atomic mass units, AMU. We're talking about molar mass, we have grams per mole. Molar mass has moles in it. So, let's talk about how to find the molar mass. We talked about in class that you find this off of the periodic table. So this isn't anything you need to calculate. When you're trying to do molar masses, you just need to look at your periodic table. So if you don't have one out, I'd recommend grabbing one. So, let's take a look at if we were trying to find the molar mass of arsenic. Trying to find the molar mass of arsenic. So first thing we need to do is we need to look up arsenic on our periodic table, which, if it helps you, arsenic is abbreviated A, capital A, lowercase s. When you look up arsenic on your periodic table, there's a few numbers that you're going to find. You're probably going to find that there's a 33 above the top of your arsenic, and then below it, it's going to say 74.92. Now, which of these numbers do we care about? There may be some other numbers, but these are the two major ones. Well, which one do we care about? Well, this 33 that's up here is the atomic number. Sorry, that's terrible writing there. This is the atomic number of arsenic. Now, if you remember, the atomic number tells you how many protons there are inside of an arsenic atom, which is not what we're trying to use here. So you're not going to look at that 33. This number down here, the 74.92, that is the atomic mass, or how much one atom of arsenic weighs. This is something that we're going to use because atomic mass and molar mass are related. Because of how we define molar mass, you can use atomic mass and molar mass interchangeably. So when it says that one atom of arsenic weighs 74.92 AMU, we can also say that 1 mole of arsenic weighs 74.92 grams, or that the molar mass, which I'm going to abbreviate capital M, of arsenic is 74.92 grams per mole. So all you have to do is look on the periodic table and find that mass number underneath the element that you're looking for, and that'll be your molar mass in units of grams per mole. Do not forget the grams per mole at the end. That is important. So this is how you find the molar mass of an element. Well, what about if we want to find the molar mass of a compound? It's a little bit different. Let's say that we want to find the molar mass of sulfur dioxide, which is SO2. So if we're trying to find the molar mass of this, we've got to look on the periodic table because that's where we find all of our molar masses. But there's multiple elements in this. So we're going to go ahead and break this up. So we've got to find the molar mass of sulfur, and then we've got to find the molar mass of oxygen. And we need to use those two numbers to get to the molar mass of our whole compound. So when you look up sulfur on the periodic table, you should find that sulfur is 32.06 grams per mole. And there's only one sulfur because there's no number next to the sulfur, so there's only one sulfur atom in this molecule. So, I'm going to change the color of this arrow real quick. So now we're going to go ahead and try and find oxygen. And if you look on the periodic table, oxygen has a molar mass of about 16 grams per mole. Now you would think that you just have to add those two things together, but that doesn't quite get you where you want to go. Because if you look, you've got two oxygens in this molecule. And if you were to just add these up, it would be like there's only one oxygen in this molecule, which is not true. So all you need to do is you need to take that 16 and you multiply it by 2. And that'll tell you the mass of two oxygens in that molecule, which would give you that it is 32 grams per mole. So to find the molar mass of this whole compound, all you have to do is add those two numbers together. So if I take this and I add them together, you do 32.06 plus 32, and that would give you 64.06 grams per mole. And that is the molar mass of the compound that we wanted to find, the sulfur dioxide, that SO2. So remember, when finding the molar mass of an element, you just look on the periodic table and write it down with units of grams per mole. When you're trying to find the molar mass of a compound, you have to add together each of the elements that make it up and make sure you account for how many of each element there are. And your units are still grams per mole. Make sure you have your units on your answer. And that'll be it for this video.